witamy. Kolega Livio Cucuzza z Sonusfabera, Chief Design Officer tejże marki.
So welcome everybody. I'm Livio. I'm Chief Design Officer for Sonusfaber. I just wanted to introduce you a little bit about the project and the system we are hearing. Here we have Suprema, which is the flagship of Sonusfaber production. And the reason why we did this project, and we started 6 years ago, was to create a platform for new technologies for Sonusfaber, for the future products, basically. So most of the job went to designing new drivers, and all the drivers we are using are developed in-house by Sonusfaber. And then, of course, the other reason why we wanted to do this project was to let the engineers express themselves without any limits, and this is what they created, basically. Why is a 4-column system? Because to go where you have no limits and you want to ensure the best performance possible, we believe you have to place the subwoofer where in the room you have the best position for them, and normally that's not the best position for the main speaker. So only with splitting the two columns we can achieve the best result. Of course, if you split the subwoofer from the main column, you have to control that. So we also, for the first time in the history of the company, developed electronic crossover, which is responsible on the alignment between the subwoofer and the main column. The electronic crossover is processing the signal coming from the preamplifier before the power stage. And since it is needed in between the preamplifier and the power amplifier, we didn't want to have any DSP, any digital conversion, anything that is manipulating the signal in any way. So the electronic crossover we developed for Suprema is completely analog, full discrete component, full balance, dual mono with external power supply. So it's really state of the art. There is no processing, no DSP, no conversion at all. In the crossover network, you can decide the level of the subwoofer, the phase of the subwoofer, and the slope of the cut between the main column and the base. In this particular situation, we are using 4 Class A mono amplifiers, 600 watts, right? 300
per one.
300 watts per monoblock, so 600 per channel.
600 per
Channel. And the power amplifiers that are powering the main columns are not passing through the crossover, so we are leaving the main columns free in this situation because the room is not so big, so we don't need to cut the base out of the main column. So basically the main column is going full range. Important to know, the system incorporates the Camellia mid-range, which is the mid-range and the signature of the next Sonusfaber products, as for example the new Sonetto, which already incorporate this technology. As you can see, it's not a rounded membrane anymore. It has some cuts, and this is something we are currently patenting. It's a technology that ensure less, let me say, less interaction between mid-range and tweeters, because we are able with this shape of the membrane to move the breakups of the membrane very high. So basically with the crossover network we are cutting the mid-range much higher than before, and this is ensuring more power handling for the tweeter and less distortion. This technology also incorporated a reverse suspension that is not covering the membrane in any way, so the membrane is completely exposed, and so all the energy of the membrane is available for the listener. You will hear. I hope you will like what you will hear. But this new mid-range technology has a lot of clarity and definition, which is what we wanted to achieve with this project. The speakers are quite expensive, but you know, the reason why we did this was to create this platform for our next development. So the price was not a limit for us in this case. The system was designed to go with 2 or 1 subwoofer, but not without subwoofer, because the main column was designed to produce the fastest and clearest bass possible, so it's not going very low. So this was something we decided at the beginning of the project. So you need a subwoofer to go with that. Then you can choose to have 1 or 2, depending by the rooms and your tastes. Together with the speaker, Sonusfaber offer a service to any customer who is interested to the Suprema speaker to invite the customer in Italy for 3 days, spend some time with the designers. Customer can customize the speaker, can also discover about the technology, stay with us for 3 days, experience a little bit of Italy, and then we will do the setup in the house of the customer. So it's quite important for us to be here in Warsaw, because it's probably the first time we expose the project to the end customers and to the public in Europe, because until now was always demonstrated to distributors and in private events. So I hope you will enjoy. I will play some tracks for you, and that's it.
Thank you.
If you have any questions, you are free to ask.
There is no end There's nothing here to throw away. I came to you in light of day, and love came here and never left. Love came here and never left.
Seas are cold for senses. The boss wanna know what's going on. So Joseph and Mary hit the road, with Mary nigh on 9 months gone. And you know we're talking about a hell of a walk, and they had no place to stay. They tried the inns and the hotels, the message was plain as day. You get no refuge, no respite, and no sanctuary here. No refuge, no respite, and no sanctuary here. One had his Juanita and a baby boy they named Miguel. On the other side of the line it's heaven, on this side it's a living hell. So you do what it takes, pick up stakes and try to escape the drought. But when you get to the border the INS, they got the welcome wagon out. You get no refuge, no respite, and no sanctuary here. No refuge, no respite, and no sanctuary here. Your haves and your have-nots, and almost nothing in between. Religion that preach about loving your brother, but they run by the bowling green. Now there's a lot of folks looking over the edge of that plate we've piled so high. When they all decide to come over the border, time to kiss it all goodbye. There'll be no refuge, no respite, and no sanctuary here. No refuge and no respite, and no sanctuary here. No refuge, no respite, and no sanctuary here. No refuge, no respite, and no sanctuary here.